There we have it. Okay, glad to have you.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Excited to have you. Let me turn my screen so that I can. Can you see me?
Yeah, I came.
I get that. I guess that one is okay. Hmm. That one is fine. So excited. Thank you
A
so
moment.
much for accepting my invitation. I am glad to receive you here today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also glad to be here.
I'm also excited to connect with my fans here. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I appreciate you. Comfort for Life coming to you live today from the jungle of Africa. Guys, am I in a jungle? I'm so glad to connect with you live today. Let people join the live. Yeah. Oh, you're so lovely. I'm so glad that you accepted my invite. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know if
I'm
my
glad.
camera is well placed. Am I in the, I'm using the back camera and I can't tell if it's,
Oh,
am
okay.
I in the middle?
I think it's okay.
It's
Camera,
okay?
it's okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I like being comfortable. That's why I'm always with pillows. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. As I said, I have a guest from Ghana. As you can see, she's right there in front of you. I am glad that she accepted this invitation. Let me let her introduce herself. Hello.
Okay. Hi. Yeah.
Hi. How are
So
you?
I'm good. I'm good, and you?
I'm also okay. I'm fine. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I'm so humbled by this. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it's
I'm
not easy
also
to it's not easy. It's not easy to find a random person from the internet and tell them come and tell people how China is like. Yeah. From nowhere. I've never seen you. Have you ever seen me before? We've never met. A random person from the internet, and I'm so humbled that you accepted to take this invitation. Thank you so much. So I have few questions that I want to ask you, but also introduce yourself first. I'm Comfort. As you've seen, Comfort for Life. Comfort is my name. So introduce yourself to my audience. They would really want to know you. Yeah.
sure.
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, hi, audience. So I am Cynthia. Yeah, from Ghana, like you said. But
Yeah.
most people in China call me Mama T.
Mama C.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's nice.
And I live in
Okay.
China with my family.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm a student as well. Now I just
Yeah.
graduated. Yeah.
That's very interesting. That's why I really want to, I just want to hear, I want to have this conversation flow naturally. Yeah, let's have fun here. Let's have fun. So, you live in China, yeah? For how long have you been living in China now?
This is my 11th year in China.
Wow, those are really many years. So it's close to the same years I've spent in a foreign land. So we are close. We are close. Yeah. So 11 years. That's a decade. Yeah. So
A decade and one.
and one. Yeah. But so far, how has been your journey? How are you enjoying your journey in China? Mm-hmm.
Well, there's been ups and downs. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I came here quite young when I was in my 20s. Yes.
Oh.
I came to do my undergraduate here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was a fee-paying student. It was quite difficult because, um, like you said earlier, I'm from Ghana, right? And so my parents had to send money here to China for my fees, for my upkeep, and all that. It wasn't easy. Okay, so yeah, those were the challenging times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all in all, it's been good.
Okay. Because the majority of people I've heard going to China for studies, I've heard them say of going on a fully funded scholarship. So, how was it for you? Were you paying your school fees on your own? Like, you didn't get the scholarship?
Well, I think sometimes well, let me take it this way. So with undergraduate, right, it's quite
Yeah.
to get a full scholarship. Yeah. So if you want to get back in the day when I came, if you wanted to get a full scholarship for your undergraduate, you had to first come to China and
Mhm.
then study Chinese for 1 year. And that is when the Chinese government would give you a full scholarship. And you
Okay.
would have to also do your course in Chinese. Okay. But in my case, I did my course in English.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was quite difficult to get um, a full scholarship or a scholarship. And then
Okay.
also, um, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. And then also, I remember there were options for partial scholarship. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
my brother applied for the school for me to
Mm-hmm.
come. He didn't know of that option, so I just had to pay my fees. Yeah, so that is it.
Mm.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I told you I just graduated with a master's degree, right? So for my master's, for my master's, I had a full scholarship.
Okay. Wow. 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 I can see from the comment section, Godfred is speaking of, tell us more about China. Tell us more about China. What do you want to know about China specifically, Godfred? She's saying, tell us more about China. Like, what do you want to know specifically?
Uh, you are living in China from Ghana. Let's start
Yes.
this again. Let's start this again. The sound was messed up in the first live stream. We hope more and more people join. Kindly share the live if you're here. Um, let me share a little bit on how I met Mama C that she's seeing right there. Mama C, thank you so much for being here. First, I must to say that. I must say that because I'm so humbled by your presence here. Um, I met her randomly on TikTok. She shares her videos, and I texted her. I was like, okay, I want to have you on my live. Come and tell me how is life like in China. So I've never met her before, and I'm also getting to know her from this live stream today. Like, yeah. Okay, we've lost her again. Where are you, Mama C? Okay, I can see you on the
Yes.
screen. Like, okay,
Yeah.
can you see Mama C? Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you see me now?
Not really. Okay, there we have it. You are there. So, yeah. So people wanted you to talk about life in China, like how about China. But I have questions. I have questions to start off this conversation because I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't want this to be a random conversation. I know you have a lot to say about China, but I just want to structure this conversation so that it goes as planned. Oh no. Okay. Mama C. That's Mama C. She's a Ghanaian and she's in China right now. So I want to ask you a few questions. Like, how was it like for you? to adjust in China? Like, I just want to know, how were you able to adjust socially? Because I read an expression that was saying every person living in a foreign land is depressed in a way. So how was it for you adjusting, especially socially? I just want to check on you first before I assume that you're okay. Like, yeah,
Okay.
how was it? How was it like adjusting for you? Yeah.
Well, prior to me coming here, my brother was already here
Mm.
in China, but in a
Mhm.
different okay, and he had lived here for some years, and he
Okay.
had adapted to the country. So I felt it would also be easy. So, I psyched myself, okay, before
Mhm.
coming that China was going to be a place where um, I would easily adjust. Yeah. And then the time that I came, there were lots of international students. Okay. So
Wow.
I felt at
Mm.
home. Yes. Yes. And there were a lot of
Okay.
Ghanaians also. So I felt at home.
Wow. Okay. So I know, yeah, I asked that because I know how hard it can be to adjust to a foreign land, especially when you've left
Yeah.
your family, yeah, and you decide to embark on a journey where you sometimes feel lonely, you sometimes feel like you are missing out. Uh, what about the culture and your culture? How are you able to kind of adjust into those two? How are you able to kind of adjust, culturally? That's where the adjustment really, I think that's where the problem comes in. What were your
Well,
culture
that
shocks?
yeah.
Yeah.
The culture,
Mm,
I'm still adjusting
mm,
myself.
mhm,
Yes, yes.
mhm,
So you asked about some cultural shocks. Yeah. So the number one
mm,
thing is smoking. Okay. I'm not saying in
mm,
Ghana people do not smoke, but this is a country where people smoke openly, which you hardly see in Ghana.
mhm,
Okay. So I
mhm,
was quite surprised to see
mm,
people just smoking around, irrespective of
mhm,
wherever they find themselves.
mhm,
You could
mhm,
be in an elevator and then someone would be smoking. You know how enclosed an elevator can be, right? Yes,
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
babies.
yeah.
These
Mhm,
people
mhm,
do not mind.
mhm,
Yes.
mm. I
Also,
understand.
if you
Yeah.
live,
Mm,
yeah, in the rural areas or at the outskirts of the
mhm,
city,
mhm,
there is this
mm,
firecracker noise. Okay, yeah. In the main
mhm.
cities,
Yes.
you don't hear the firecrackers.
Mhm,
Or
mhm, mm,
there's this other name I've forgotten. Yeah, but the firecrackers. Can you imagine?
mm,
Till date,
mm,
I'm still
mm,
getting used to it. There was a funeral in my area
mhm,
recently, and in China, when
mhm,
someone dies, that is when
mm.
there is a lot of fireworks, there's a lot of firecrackers. So it it's annoying. Okay, sometimes you just want to have a quiet time, you just want to sleep, and all of a sudden, boom.
It should be a vibrant community there. It's so vibrant there then. Like there's life. Yeah?
There is, but then I think the firecrackers,
Mm,
like I
mm,
said, you don't
mm,
see that in
mhm,
the city center, but then in the rural areas and the
mhm,
outskirts, that is when
mhm,
these things, yeah, you can
mm,
imagine when I had my baby and then I wanted my baby to sleep, and then all of a sudden,
mm.
boom, and kind of continues. Okay, no warning, nothing, and
Ah,
then it
okay,
can
okay.
happen.
I think I forgot to ask you one thing. Where were you living? Where do you stay currently? Like where do you stay? Do you stay in a first tier town, second tier? Because I know there are categories. Where do you stay? So that as you speak we understand where
Well,
you are speaking from. Yeah.
I
Mm.
don't know where you put Nanjing, but for me, I think Nanjing is a first tier city. That's what I
Mhm.
think. Yeah, Yeah, I've lived here ever since. Well, I've gone to other cities, but this is where I've been the longest. Yeah. So
Okay. I didn't hear the city. Where are you?
Nanjing City.
Okay, Nanjing. That's a very nice place to be considering the history. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So it is, there's life there. From what I've heard, like it's lively, you know?
Yeah, it's very lively.
Yeah. It's very lively cuz yeah, cuz I think for me I would say that you're an introvert kind of. You seem to be an introvert cuz for me in a place where there's no life, you know, I feel lonely. I feel like, what is this? You must be an introvert, yeah?
Well, it depends.
Maybe you're an introvert. Okay. Okay. What about now the culture? Like living the culture shock, the smoking that you've spoken of. How are people like connecting to others? Like how are people connected? Let me say. How was it easy or hard for you to connect with local people in Nanjing where you are living? But do you know the history of Nanjing first? You know the history a little bit? Like
The little I know about Nanjing is
mhm.
it was the first capital of China. Yes, the first ever
Mhm. Mhm.
capital of China.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's about
Mhm. Mhm.
yes, yes, yes. So
Okay.
you asked
Yeah.
I was my relationship with the
Mm.
locals here.
Locals,
Hmm.
yeah. Mhm. Because I believe you speak
Well,
you speak Mandarin. Yeah.
a little, just a little.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes,
So you did your masters in English, like in English or in
yes.
Chinese?
In English.
You did in English? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mm. I think also school is one of the reason people would want to connect with local, since they if their school is in the local language. But since you study in English, I think also you are. I just want to understand your community. Like, how are you connected to the local community? Like, are you away from them or are you inside the community? Like, I want to understand that
Um,
part.
actually, I live inside the community. Okay.
Okay,
For about
okay.
5 years,
Mm.
I've been
Mhm.
living within the community. Like I stated earlier, I live at the
Mhm.
outskirts of London. Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
So I live
Mm.
within the community.
Mm.
And then my
Okay.
relationship with the local, it's somehow,
Mm. Mm.
somehow because, well,
Mm.
some people are very welcoming. Okay.
Mhm.
They wouldn't
Mm.
mind talking to a foreigner. They wouldn't mind, like,
Mm.
when you try to approach them, like I said, they are very
Mm.
welcoming. There are others who
Mm.
wouldn't want to talk to you. Okay, even if you try to speak Chinese, they would pretend as
Mhm.
if they don't understand what you're saying, all because you are a foreigner. Yeah, and guys,
Oh.
don't get me wrong, things happen in
Mm.
our countries as well. Okay, yeah. So when you
Mm.
go to our countries, there are times a foreigner comes and um, our own people would not like to talk to the foreigner. And Chinese are also
Mm.
human beings
Mm.
like us. Okay, not
Mm.
everyone will
Mm.
accept. So
Mm.
that is it.
Mhm. Okay. I remember when I got to the place where I live right now. I live in Kenya right now. And the first culture shock I got was how distant people were to each other, not just to foreigners. They have a culture where they don't greet, like they will just pass you. So they don't do small talks. I guess that's what you mean, because there are people who, yeah. Thank you. You can hear us clearly. Thank you so much. So there are people who if they can't develop the conversation to something, they would rather not talk to begin with. So they want to engage in deeper conversation, And so if they don't know you, they would relent, like they would kind of refrain from talking. But once you build that relationship, you realize that, oh, these people are this friendly, like these people are accommodative, like, yeah. That's something I've also observed right here where I live. At first, I thought people were close. Yeah, at first I thought they were so close, but when I got, I kind of realized that, okay, these people take time because they want to build longer connections with people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I noticed with time. But in my country, I could see, we meet today, we have small talks, you go, like, and we don't have those long lasting relationships. Yeah, where people will just casually talk. You're a friend to everybody. At the end of the day, you don't know who's your friend. Yeah, I guess you understand what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I get
guess
you.
also, yeah, I also, I think they don't do small talks as well. So there is something in the comment section right here. People are asking about, tell us about Chinese food, safety, and other things about Chinese people. Let's start with the food. Yeah, that's a key element of culture. Food, stomach. How about the food in China? I'm so foodie. Like my stomach is good. I can eat anything. Like what about you? How do you appreciate
Well,
the food in China? Mm.
I wish my own stomach was as good as yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And,
Mm,
another thing is I get scared
mm,
to try new foods. Okay. If I want to, or if I
mm-hmm,
have to try new foods, it has
mm-hmm,
to
mm-hmm.
look like what I'm used to.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I get scared. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Okay.
well, I
Oh yeah.
have a favorite Chinese food, but there are some
Mhm.
foods I wouldn't mind eating. Okay. So
Mhm.
there's this
Mhm.
Chinese food called Chuan
Mhm.
Tai Yu. Okay.
Mhm.
So white rice with pickled vegetables and then leaves. Okay. So yeah. So
Mhm.
mi
Mhm.
fan and then mi fan is rice and then the yu is fish.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. And then the
Mhm.
Thai is vegetable. So the pickled is the swan Thai or the swan. Okay. Yeah. So that is it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then
Mhm.
maybe mian xiao or noodles. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Maybe Sao fan. Yeah. That's it.
Mhm.
I don't eat that much Chinese food. Yeah.
Mhm. Mm. Okay. But can you also find your local food in China? Are there places where you can also get to eat your local food? I know how it can, you can miss your home food sometimes. Do you get that chance to kind of eat your home food? Like, yeah, even together
Well,
with the Chinese food. Okay.
well, mm, well. Something like rice. Rice is eaten everywhere, right?
Yeah, yeah. We eat rice here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in
Mhm.
we have a lot of rice dishes. Okay. So in my home, you
Mm.
find us eating rice most of the time, but prepared in different ways. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Mm.
with the ingredients, um, yeah,
Mhm.
you find few ingredients here and there, and you have to be creative. Okay. So where you can't find a certain ingredient, you have to improvise.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's what we
Okay,
do
I
here.
see. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Are you used to the chopstick stuff? Can you use chopsticks
No,
to this type? Like, oh, like,
no.
okay, okay. But how curious are you? I feel like I'm so curious to adapt to
Well,
make new things. Yeah. Mhm.
if my interest is not there,
Mhm.
I don't see
Mhm.
myself. First of all, the interest has
Mhm.
to be there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So if
yeah,
the
that
interest,
I see. Mm.
and most of the time, like when it comes to the
Mm-hmm.
chopsticks, I'm always in a hurry to eat. Okay, so I don't have time for the chopsticks. If there is an option for the
Okay,
spoon, why not?
okay. Mm. Like for me, I got chopsticks here. I'm not in China, but since I'm interested in the culture, I have chopsticks and I try sometimes because
Okay.
I just want to get used to them. I don't know why, but I think I'm so curious about cultures. Yeah, I I think you should try to. Anyway, I think you should try.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good challenge. So it's a good challenge. Sometimes I enjoy, especially when I take noodles. I like. I want to try all the time using chopsticks. Anyway, I try so that if I'm so much into culture, yeah, because of the environment where I live in. I'm in an international setup, so we have people from different nationalities, and I've known the richness of culture. So we have sometimes traditional days where we get to celebrate each other's culture, where people cook their traditional foods and you get to taste from each culture's food, and it's always an exciting thing. I've eaten kisra from, I don't know. There's injera and kisra. There's what there are different kind of things I've tried. So many things I've tried. I want us to also talk to us about safety in China. How safe do you feel in China?
Very, very safe.
Hmm. Oh, very, very.
Yeah.
That's a very African way of saying things. Very, very.
Yeah.
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 That
You
means
know,
so safe. Yeah, yeah.
mm, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So China is one country you could wake up
Mm.
at any time walking around.
Mhm.
And well,
Mhm.
this is my own experience. I don't know about others, okay?
Mhm.
Um
Mhm.
in the 10 years that I've lived here in China,
Mhm.
mm,
Okay.
it's really safe, okay? Yeah, you could go out any time of the night and you will not be attacked. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Wow.
yes, yes. You are not
Are you not
scared
scared of?
about,
uh,
yes, who is following you. Nothing. Okay.
Wow.
There have been instances where we've left our key outside the door and no one
Oh,
even tried, yes, to open. No.
the
Yeah.
key outside, like outside. I
Yes.
can just imagine that. And you sleep the whole night.
Yes. You sleep the whole night and sometimes you even find some of your neighbors coming to knock on your door to tell you you left your key outside. Okay.
Oh.
I'm coming from a country. Ghana is also a
Mm.
safe country, but then I'm coming from a country
Mhm.
where um, doors and windows have um, these metal bars, okay, for protection.
Yeah. Okay. I
I'm yet
see.
to see
Mhm.
it.
Hmm.
If you see an apartment having that, then
Mhm.
it's because there are kids
Mhm.
in that apartment to protect the kids,
Okay.
but not
Okay.
because someone, you know, attack you or
Mhm.
something. Yeah.
Mhm. Hmm. Okay. But what are you not scared of cameras as well? There's this security. Are there cameras everywhere where you are? And what's your first
Yes.
impression of those cameras when you got into
Well,
China and you saw cameras looking at you everywhere? How did you feel about that?
yes, there are cameras everywhere. Yeah.
Mhm.
So not inside the apartment rooms, but then maybe on the corridors, on the roads, on the
Yeah.
streets, you-
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
classrooms, all that. Well, I don't have
Mhm.
any problem with those cameras
Okay.
because you're
Mhm.
not doing anything bad. Why should you be scared of the
Mhm.
camera?
Hmm. Okay. So they're not doing anything to harm people for your safety, kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. There's something else that was asked here. And other things about Chinese people. No, you said you've been living in China for 10 years now, or 11? 10 and one
11
year, 1 decade
years.
and 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means you are there during the COVID season. I don't know how safe is it to say this COVID on this
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, pandemic. Let me say pandemic period. You are there. How was it? How was it? Yeah.
Well, it was, um, before, right? I'm the type
Mhm.
who likes to
Mm,
sleep. Okay,
mm,
I like to sleep.
mm,
But during COVID,
mm,
we had doing, right, and that was when I got
mm.
tired of sleep.
You got tired
Yeah,
of?
that is yes, because I had nothing doing at the time.
I see.
Okay,
Mm,
yeah, yeah,
mm.
and the whole place was
Okay.
under lockdown. Yeah, luckily for me,
Okay.
I was at the
Mm,
time. So
mhm.
um, I had my husband to communicate with.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I wasn't stressed like others were.
Mm,
Others who didn't have their families with them. Okay, yeah, I
mhm.
wasn't as
Mm,
stressed as they were. Yeah, because
mhm.
um, yeah, so that is it. And then um, it was also around this period that I realized we shouldn't take freedom for
Mhm.
granted.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're confined,
Mm,
even though
mhm.
we stayed in school, yeah, we did everything in
Mhm.
school. This time around, we're confined. You
Mhm.
couldn't even go outside to the corridor. That's how bad it was. Okay. For the
Yeah.
fear of
Mm,
getting infected or infecting
mhm.
others. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think for me the experience was like I also live on in a community where it was hard to go out. There were restrictions
Mm,
and we had to follow. I don't know about outside there, but it was so serious inside where I live right here. It
mm,
was really serious in Kenya. I live in an international school. We live in the compound, and it was so
yeah.
serious because people have left their families to come and study. You don't want to lose your life in a foreign land, kind of. People are so serious. Mask everywhere. All the regulations are well observed right here. But out there, we could see people being infected every other day. It was that bad. Yeah, but also I want us to look at these questions right here. Uh, we can see you are married. You know, people have seen from the ring. They can see you are married. I didn't tell them. They can see you are married, and they want to know how was it like to have your children being born in a different culture. This is a different culture. How are you adjusting with it? This is Africa, Asia. These are different kinds, different. I
Yes.
think different worlds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
How
How
was it
I
like?
adjust.
Mhm.
Well,
Mm.
it's not really about the culture, but then,
Mhm.
um,
Mm.
apart from myself and my husband, we do not have
Mhm.
any other family member here. Okay. Yeah. So raising
Okay.
a child from
Mm.
us,
Mm.
okay, it's kind of
Mhm.
difficult. We have to learn everything, okay, on our own, which
Mm.
wasn't easy,
Mhm.
okay, coupled with,
Mm.
going to school and doing other things. It's not easy at
Mm.
all. Yeah. But,
Mhm. I get you.
with the other thing with raising kids in China, one thing I've realized about
Mm.
Chinese people is they really like kids,
Mm.
irrespective of the color. Okay. Yes.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's
That's a plus.
um,
Mm.
yes, yes, yes. So it's not been so difficult on that side. The difficulty has come. Um, it's from myself and my husband, trying to raise these kids, trying to learn, you know, things on
Mm.
our own. Yeah. So that
Mm.
is where
Mm.
the
Mm.
part. Yeah. And my first child is in the kindergarten. Yeah, and she's adjusting very well.
Mm.
Okay. No discrimination in
Mm.
school, nothing. She just loves her school.
Mm.
Yeah, and everybody
Mm.
in school love her as well. So
Mm. Mm. Like for someone who has been also in a different land where I had to come, got married in a different culture, and have to raise children in a culture that isn't mine. I understand you from that point of view. Wanting, like, having to navigate how things work and see how your child will be able to fit in that system, because you don't want your child to be
yeah,
left behind. Or yeah, from education system to how people, to the culture, like to integrate into the culture, especially education wise. I come from a country I speak French. I'm a learner of English. I'm learning English, and my kids have to go to school, study in that culture. So I understand you from that perspective, where you have to navigate things and make
yeah.
sure your child is adjusting at the same level as other kids. Yeah, making sure that your child adjusts. It's something it
Yeah.
understand from that perspective. Yeah. There is something else that was asked right here. Raising kids in a different culture, how was it? Like raising your children. But also, you said your child, no, someone asked about primary school. I don't think you have that experience right here, but kindergarten, how was it like taking your child to school in China? Education, how much was it, like how affordable is it, so that we don't really ask you personal questions. Yeah, how affordable is it, how, like, yeah, let's just ask about that. Yeah,
Well,
kindergarten.
affordable is
Mm-hmm. Mm.
affordable is really
Yeah.
okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So
Yeah.
I can't really say it's affordable or it's not
Mm,
affordable. Okay. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
What
Mm,
you see as affordable, I may
mm,
think is
mm,
expensive. Yeah. So it's
mm-hmm.
kind of
Mm.
relative. Yes, yes, yes. But
Okay,
then,
okay.
um,
Mm,
my child went to school when I was still a student, when my husband was still a student,
mm-hmm.
and we still could afford
Mm-hmm.
her fees. So in that sense, then we say it's
Mm.
kind of affordable if two students could,
Mm.
pay for fees. Yes. So yeah, in that sense. But then I can't say it's affordable to
Mhm.
everyone or for everyone or it's expensive. Okay. Yeah. I'm not in the position,
Mhm.
to say that. Yeah. And
Mm.
then like I said,
But
um
mhm, mm,
mhm, you can ask the question.
mhm. Okay. I wanted to ask also about the accessibility. How easy it is to access school in China? Like how easy it is. Um, is it a walking distance? Is it, how is transportation like for you being able to take your child to school? Is it a hassle? Is it really hard? Or are there systems in place that makes it easy? Like I think in that way. Yeah. We want to understand that part. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was to say, you said concerning the affordability of education, it's relative depending on the ability of someone to afford. So I wanted to ask, what about the accessibility? Is it easy to take your child to school? Hard? Is it hard? Like you taking your child to school, the method of transportation, like how is it like? Yeah, I don't assume. You say you are from Nanjing. It's a very historic city that I respect, and I think you should also learn more and more about that, so that you understand even the context of the people you are living around and living with. Yeah, I think let's just stop it there. How is it? How the accessibility? How is it like? Yeah.
So
Mm.
accessibility. Okay. So when we talk
Mm.
about China, is
Mhm.
if you work in an area, um,
Mm.
it's you have to live within that area or close by. Okay. Yeah. So the same with the
Okay.
school.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. So my
Mhm.
daughter's school is like a stone throw away. Okay. The reason being that,
Mhm.
she's in the kindergarten, right? So that when anything happens, the teacher could, bring her home, or you could go to the school. So
Mm.
it
Mm.
it's not far. Okay, yeah, the school is not far.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Mhm.
mostly walk to the
Okay.
school, or we use the electric, bikes. Yeah, so very
Okay.
accessible.
Okay. 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 So, like, parents are in constant communication with teachers, to check on their children. If they're sick, they take them. Like, like it's good. Okay. Okay. Something else that was asked right here. No, I have a question for myself. Um,
Okay.
I I I don't know if I would want to raise my children in a setup where children are so advanced, like they would do math as if they're drawing, as if they're crafting some stuff, Math is like, yeah, I would want that, but sometimes I fear. How is it like the education system? How do you feel like the pressure of the education system on your children? How do you feel like how do you take it? How can you explain that? Because I know they work so hard.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
working so hard is also relative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yeah.
this is good to hear.
Don't
Okay.
believe, yes, so
Mm.
don't believe all the things you see on social media about Chinese
Yeah.
kids, manufacturing
Mm.
stuff. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Manufacturing is done in the factory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So
Mm.
it's not true.
Mm.
It's not true. Chinese kids are not made to manufacture stuff. Okay, but then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, um,
Mm.
their schools are set up in the way that
Mm.
it's not only theoretical, but then
Okay.
it's hands
Mm.
on. Okay, yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
You've like in my daughter's school, there's a kitchen, a miniature kitchen, where they kind of mimic how to cook. Okay, yeah, there's a little
Okay.
garden
Mm.
where they kind of
Mm-hmm.
mimic how to farm. Yeah, so there's that,
Okay. Mm.
setup. Yeah, in my
Mm-hmm.
country, you only
Mm-hmm.
find this kind of setup in international schools, in those expensive schools.
Okay.
Yeah, but in
Mm-hmm.
China, I think. Well, I can talk of my daughter's school. Okay, yes. So
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
find everything and anything a child needs. Okay, to make
Mm,
learning
is
easy,
there.
to make learning
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Yeah, is there. Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive then. That's good. That's good. Um, but also you've also said private and public school. But you mean to tell me that in a public school a child can have access to a kind of kitchen? They can mimic cooking and stuff like that in a public school, like funded
Well, I
by
said that about
public.
my own
Mm,
country. Yeah. So
okay,
in
okay.
public schools in my country,
Mm,
you don't have
mm,
access to these things, okay?
okay.
Because you realize that,
It's mm,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you're
it's
also
quite
from
the
Africa,
same.
so
It's
you know
hard.
what I'm talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But it's not the same is not said about China, okay? So in
Mhm,
China, I don't know
mm,
about private schools, but then I know most public schools have the facilities, okay,
mhm,
international schools or
mm.
private schools would have in my country, okay? These are things
Wow.
that are so
Mm,
accessible
mm,
to, kids here in China. Yeah.
mhm. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. So
Yeah.
yeah. What else I wanted
And
to ask?
I want to put
Uh,
something across. I want to
okay,
put
okay,
something across. Yeah. So
okay,
yeah,
okay,
I have a video of my daughter's school on my channel. So if
okay.
anyone would like to know
Mm-hmm.
how a Chinese kindergarten
Mm.
looks like, they could head over to my channel and then
Her
have
channel is
a look
Mama
at it. Yeah.
C. Yeah, that's her channel name. This is someone living in a. I don't know how I would classify. If you're Chinese watching this, how would you classify Nanjing? Is it how the way you classify your cities, first tier, second tier? Like, let me know what how would you classify that city? Yeah, how would you classify? I want to hear from someone here. Like, how would you classify? Um, she's a. Oh my goodness, I'm saying you're Chinese. It's not easy to be Chinese. So she's a Ghanaian living in China. She's been in China for 11 years now. You can ask her anything. Thank you so much for joining the live. Ask her anything about her life in China, and she will answer. She will gladly answer. I know she will gladly answer. She's living in China. This is first hand information. Yeah, first hand information, guys. She's living in China. She's here to answer your questions. Um, what do you want to ask her? There's someone who is so lively in the comment right here. She has asked almost all the questions she's asked for. We have spoken about them. You can as well see her. She has a page. You can drop a comment so that you can forward the conversation on her page. Yeah, she's a Ghanaian, as you can see, living in China. She did her master's. Like, how was it? Did you do your bachelor's as well in China?
Yes, yes, yes. I did my bachelor's
Okay,
here in China. Yes.
okay,
And then
okay. Did
proceeded
you
to
do
do
it?
my master's here.
Wow, you did both of them in English, or you did Chinese at some point?
Yes, so I did both, but then I learned Chinese as a course. I had to pass
Okay,
Chinese to
okay,
be able to graduate. Yeah.
okay, okay. So which level are you at? What can we say? Your level
Maybe
of Chinese is
intermediate.
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 Okay, okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you should pass that. Keep improving. It's important.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, so
yes.
that you are able to
Very soon I'll
immerse
start speaking
yourself in the
Chinese on
culture.
my channel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw some of the clips. I was checking, and I heard that you spoke in Chinese at some point. Yeah. Okay, there is a question right here. Any good or bad experience in China? Like, good experience, bad experience. Like, say what you're comfortable to speak about. Don't be
Okay,
so
okay.
personal as well.
I'll
This
talk
is a
about both.
family, kind of. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, with the good
Okay.
experiences, I've met so
Mhm.
many good Chinese people here in China.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is quite recent. Yeah. But then,
Mhm.
I remember when I was pregnant with my second child, I went to the
Mhm.
hospital. Okay. And
Mhm.
then I had to communicate with one of the doctors. Okay. Mind
Okay.
you, um, so I'm used to communicating. How do I put it? So hospital kind of communication is different. Okay, yeah, from the
Mhm.
normal
Mhm.
everyday communication. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I was communicating with this doctor, and then um, there was a bit of confusion. Okay, and then this woman
Mhm.
steps in and tells me her daughter speaks both English and Chinese. Okay, yeah, and this woman in question is
Mhm.
a Chinese. Okay, and then she
Mhm.
just steps
Mhm.
in, and then she becomes our translator, and then from
Wow.
then on
we became friends. Yeah, the lady was
Wow.
also pregnant, okay? Yeah, and we've been friends ever since. Okay, yeah, so that's the good
Mm,
side. And anytime I need help with something, yeah, she's always there to help.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've had so many good experiences, but I can't name them all. And the bad ones have been, you get on the subway, and sometimes people do not want to sit close to you. Okay, yes, all because you're a foreigner. Yeah. So
I
there
guess
was
that.
this one
Mm,
time. Yes. So there was this one time. No, not one time. Yeah. The time I was pregnant. I was pregnant and schooling at the same time. And
mm-hmm,
remember, I
mm-hmm,
told you I live at the outskirts of Nanjing, right? So
mm,
from my school to my home, it's like 2 hours by subway. Okay.
mm-hmm,
And
mm,
during the rush hour, it's difficult to
mm,
find seats. Okay. Yeah.
mm,
I've also made a video about how rush hour in China looks like. So maybe you could have a look as well. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
the trains are usually very packed, no seats. Okay. And then
mm-hmm,
there's this pregnant woman in the subway, okay, heavily
mm-hmm,
pregnant, and then no one wants to for me to sit. Yeah. And you can
mm,
imagine, okay, I see you have kids too. You can imagine how
mm-hmm,
difficult, okay, it will be
mm,
like. There was this day I actually cried because I was tired.
mm, mm,
I
mm-hmm.
was
I
very
get you.
tired, and
Mm-hmm,
I thought, oh, people had seen a pregnant woman, they would get up for
mm,
me to sit, and
mm.
no, all because I was a foreigner. Okay, yeah, but I think all in all, it's okay.
Wait first. There's something I also want to clarify there. I don't know if it's clarification or not. I also come from my country and I came to a different culture. And in my culture, I think we kind of have a similar culture to Ghanaian, um, where um, priority is elderly, kind of pregnant women. Those people are the priorities. But sometimes you just find people who don't care about those stuff. They just don't care. And for the first time I saw them was here, like where people don't just care. Whether you're pregnant, you're not, they just don't care. Everyone has to
Yeah.
struggle. It's a hustle. Like they say, this is Nairobi. We have to hustle. And
Yeah.
yeah, and it is. They just don't care. Anyway, I think such things happen in town, and we wouldn't see such things in villages. I think in villages, people are still holding on culture, like as if it's everything for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any good or bad experience? So that was the only one. I think there's another one that she mentioned.
Well,
We've also addressed it here about the smoking. You said that too. Yeah. You said
I'm trying to
you
adjust my
also.
earpiece.
Okay. Okay. Go on. This is Mama C from China. Yeah, she's Ghanaian living in China, and yeah, I got the privilege to have her on my live stream today, and she has opened this. I hope to get more and more people who can come live and speak of their experiences um, live to you guys. There's something else I want to ask her. I've seen also videos about um, the cities in China where everything looks like in 2050 in the future. Like, how was it for you to see them for the first time? Yeah, how was it? Like, how was your feeling?
Hmm.
Those cities that
Once
looks
again,
like I don't know. Yeah.
yes. Once again, coming from Ghana, okay,
Mhm.
where
Mm.
sorry, my Ghanaians, where we have bad roads.
Yeah, it is.
And you come and
Yeah.
say community roads are better than your highways.
Oh no.
I'm not kidding.
Oh no. So sorry. So unfortunate. That is the reality. That's the reality.
Yes, that's the reality. Okay,
Yeah,
that's the reality.
anyway.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, where you've never seen a train before, and then you come
Oh,
and you've seen a train. Okay, yeah, where
yeah.
people do not joke with their time. Okay, when a
Mm-hmm.
bus is supposed to
Mm.
arrive at 7:05, it's going to be there at 7:05. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's supposed to
Yeah.
move at 7:10, it's going to move. It's not going to wait for you. Okay, where you don't have to
Yeah.
join long queues in order to
Yes.
join the bus. Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that is it.
Mm-hmm.
I that the security, like you mentioned. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm.
fact that you don't have to own a car. Okay, with
Mm-hmm.
just your mobile phone, you can just scan.
Mm-hmm.
That if you know how to drive and you have a driver's license, there are these, cars around. You can scan and then drive around if you want to. There are bicycles around where you can scan and then ride around if you want to. If you place these bicycles in my
Okay.
own country, I bet you they'll be stolen.
They will be safer. They will be safer in someone's house.
Yes, in someone's house. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, they will be safer.
So yes, where you don't have to carry cash, physical cash on you. You do everything on your
Hmm.
mobile phone.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
where you don't have to pay so much for internet. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
pay so much for electricity. You don't have to pay so much for water. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like these things
Hmm.
about China. Yeah, maybe that's why you people say we live in the future.
Mm. You live in the
Yeah.
future. You live in the future. Like a street that is always clean. I've seen videos of streets being cleaned every second. Like trash being picked as if they're picking what they're picking what should I say? A penny from I don't know. It's like cleaning a bed. Kind of.
Well,
So clean.
well, yeah, it's so clean because of the mindset. Okay,
Mm,
sorry.
okay.
I think these things could also be practiced in Africa. Well, I don't want to be, I don't want to sound political. Okay, but
Mm,
then
mm,
if we are held accountable for the things that we do, some of the things that
mm,
happen in our countries
mm,
would never happen.
mm.
Okay,
Yeah, true.
we don't have to, have these high rise buildings. Okay, we
Mm,
don't, yeah, we need good roads. Okay, good
mm-hmm.
drinking water, good schools, good hospitals. Okay, but we are not
Mm-hmm.
having them because people are not being held accountable. For example, in my country,
Mm-hmm.
they give a contract, okay, to
Mm-hmm.
someone to maybe build a hospital, and then this person squanders the money, and he's not being held accountable. You can't do that in China here.
True. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No
And
joke.
the thing about, keeping the city clean, okay, is the mindset
Mm.
once again. And like you stated earlier, there are cameras everywhere. So if you
Yeah,
dump
yeah,
something on the floor, you could be arrested, okay, or
yeah,
someone could
yeah.
tell you to pick it up, okay. But back in your country, you even ask someone to pick up their trash, and they are insulting you, okay, because they know
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, they're not going to be punished. They are not,
Yeah.
yes, they're not going to be punished, okay. So that
Mm-hmm.
is why
Mm-hmm.
you find China ahead of certain countries, okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nothing so special, okay, nothing so
It's the
special, but
mindset.
I can tell,
Like,
yes, the mindset and the fact that
mm,
people are held accountable, okay.
mm. Should we say that Chinese are very civilized? Are they really? Should we say that? They are so civilized.
Sorry.
That's what I would call civilization, because if you are able to know what
It,
is right and wrong without anyone policing you, kind of,
well,
that's what I would call
I don't know if I should say this, okay, but
mm-hmm,
there's a contrast, okay. So the contrast is
mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm.
the country is kind of developed, but not the people.
Yeah, you're not serious.
I'm
But you
serious.
said
You
mindset,
have
the
to
mindset of the people
the
then. Oh,
mindset.
uh,
People are walking around thinking they are going to be punished for what? That's what I'm saying. The country is developed, but not the people.
mm-hmm,
Okay, yes, because when you're with them, sometimes you find them acting in a certain way that is
mm-hmm,
questionable. Okay, yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, something that would seem normal in my country, Ghana. Okay, it's not normal here. Let me give you a simple example. You find someone walking around and they're just screaming for nothing. You find them screaming for nothing, like for no reason. Okay, something, these are things you wouldn't see, people do in my country. That's why I'm saying that the country is developed, but the people, quote unquote, are kind of left behind. Hello?
Yeah, I have Mama C back. I'm the one who left. Unfortunately, technical issues. Yeah, today we've decided it's live. Let's just be live. And I'm glad that people joined my first live stream. Uh, I think I didn't know what to expect as well. It's really, yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't completely. Mm. Um, Down to check from the other device and see. Okay, we are on. This is great. We are on. We are on. And yeah, I think we can wind up so that we don't leave people hanging. Why is it blur? We need to sweep our cameras. Yeah, so yeah, let's do this. How is it? Is it clear? It's better. We've done it the traditional way. I've done it the traditional way. I don't know. Is it clear? Hmm? Can you hear me,
Yeah, yeah,
Mama
yeah. I
C?
can hear you. It's very clear. Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. That's great. Let's wind up this. You've been talking about uh how developed people are, developed or not. China is living in the future. Yeah, China is leading
Yeah.
in a lot.
True.
That the way people say it. They're living in the future,
Yeah.
and you've witnessed the futuristic cities. You live in Nanjing. Yeah, it's a very historic city. It's a very kind of key place for China. And yeah, I think from what I've been able to hear from you, I would request, because I research about China and the rest of the world, and how the world view, like, each one, especially US China relationship. And from what I am also hearing from you, there's still improvement to be done. People are developing, so it's a developing country, I would say. Yeah. And and I think it's a good place to be. When we are not developing, it means there's no progress, kind of. Yeah, but I'm glad that you accepted this invitation. But also, you've been speaking about development and people having a different mindset, and that really caught my attention a lot. because there's no way we can speak of development if we are not developed, like as a people, you know. Yeah, we are back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, I forgot to plug in my charger, and I I happened to be out. So yeah, sorry for that. Sorry, we couldn't leave the live without ending it properly. Yeah. So this is where we are at right now. Mama C was telling us about how advanced China is, but also there are people who kind of haven't leveled up to the development that has happened. You know that sometimes your country can develop with a fast pace until you're left behind at some point. You're like you are trying to catch up. That's what I'm reading there, because I feel like they wake up. I've seen even Chinese being surprised with the things that happens in their country. Yeah, themselves. Like it develops so fast that they will catch up with time. And as you've spoken of mindset, change of mindset, the cities being clean because of how they are wired. They keep each other accountable. When you drop something, there will be someone behind you telling you this is not appropriate. You know, because some of us wait for the government to fix everything for us, while this is something that I've really appreciate. Like, speaking of mindset is everything that needs to change for change to happen. I don't know if I'm not repeating myself. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what else were you to mention. I'm the one who left. Sorry for that. Yeah, yeah, I will give it to you. You've been talking about, I asked you about the futuristic cities that some people say it's AI. Um, like some people would say that it's AI, they tell us not to believe everything you see on social media. And I wouldn't want to say that it's not AI and I've not seen them, like, you know. But did you believe, even before going to China, did you believe that a country can have such futuristic view? Like, did you believe before seeing the cities on your own? Did you believe before, like before going to China? Were you
Well,
able to? Yeah.
okay. So, did I believe? Well,
Yeah,
I
because
had nothing
yeah, yeah.
to believe. Yes, yeah. It is.
Hmm.
There are some people who travel with certain expectations, right? I did not have
Okay.
any expectations. I just wanted to
Okay.
learn from scratch. Okay, I wanted to experience it from scratch. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Well, before prior to coming here, I had heard,
Mm.
certain things about China, about the fact that China is
Mm-hmm.
so populated and all that. Okay, so you
Mm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you come and then there are people all over. Okay, there are no
Mm.
bare lands, there are no farmlands and all that. Okay, that's what I
Mm.
thought. Yes, that is
Mm-hmm.
what I was thinking. But then I come to
Yeah.
China
Mm.
and it's a different thing
Mm.
altogether. Okay.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
thing, okay, or
Mm-hmm.
another reason why we say China lives in the future is the fact that
Mm.
they've made use of space. When I say they've made use of space, okay, I mean the fact that they've
Mm.
built, tall buildings and all that. Back in my
Mm.
country, okay, we waste space or we waste land, okay. So
Yeah.
we could build a
Mm.
hospital, okay, and it's just
Mm.
a one floor thing, okay, and then we've wasted the land that could have been used for something else, and then years later
Mm.
we need a place to build schools, and then there are no lands. We need a place to build hospitals, and then there are no lands,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah. But you come
Mm-hmm.
to China and it's a different thing, okay. I
Mm-hmm.
live in a building, okay, I think that's about something floors, I don't remember. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Mm.
each apartment has like um 3 bedrooms. Okay, yeah. And even with the hospital, okay, like I said earlier, Ghana could waste, land, space, building like just a one floor kind of hospital. Whereas you come to China and they're making use of the space in the air. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. So these are some of the reasons why you would call China a futuristic country. And then they neither will I say yes to it because we are growing, the world is growing, okay, and there has come the need for AI, okay. So if China is also making use of AI, I don't see any reason why not, okay. Yes, AI is everywhere. AI is mm-hmm. Yes,
If China can do it, so can you do it. So can you do it. Like it's not impossible. Like they have this way of telling people you can do it too. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. About to do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
okay. We don't have to start from scratch. Yes, just copy and paste. Yes,
People who are working behind this.
okay. Yes, yeah.
Something. It's not something that everyone wants to embrace. Like yeah, it's not. Yeah. Yes. Working. Mm.
Okay. They will copy very well, and do it very well as well. Okay. That's one thing you can't take away from Chinese people. Okay. I wish my own country, were doing the same thing. But all in all, yeah, that's what makes my country, and that's what makes China China. Yeah. So there's a lot of room. Yeah. Yeah.
Upsetting. Like me, sometimes when I visit countries, I go back, I get upset. Like I'm like, no, what is this? Like, why can't we do this? Because if what you see out there does not challenge you, then you should stay home. Because yeah, that's why I am not, let me say, for people who get to travel to countries like China, where you see everything being made from scratch, where people will make stuff from scratch. Like how affordable are things there? Like how affordable are things? Let me ask you that first. Like how affordable, like let me say affordable, you say it's relative, but compared to your country, yeah, how would you?
Well, compared to my country, when you're making the thing yourself, it's obviously going to be cheap, right? Compared to my country does not manufacture or make some of these things. We have to import. Okay. Mind you, the buying price is different. Okay. Importing it into my country. Okay. And then retailing also. So I end up paying more in my country. But I live in a country where everything is made here. Okay. So I can say it's quite affordable. But then it's even more affordable when you buy in bulk. I hope I'm making sense here. Yes, yes, yeah. So when you buy in bulk, yes, yes.
Oh, these things are okay. I get you. Oh, but can you hear me? Feel like my internet. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. But also, there's another aspect that I want to ask. This is out of my own curiosity. Like, how would you compare? Excuse me. In which other country have you been before? Like, apart from China, when you left your country, which other country have you? It's fine. This is my first live stream, and I'm obsessed with this. I didn't know this good to be live. This is the comfort who keeps on posting clips uh, on YouTube. Yes. Right now I have a membership. I I will be going live once in a while when I get a chance to have people accepting my invitation because I really want to connect from around the world. And yeah, uh, on this I was supposed to also leave my email right here, so that I can also get to receive suggestions. But I think I will have to be inserting it in the, yeah, in my descriptions, so that as you watch my video you are also able to connect with me, because apart from just making content, I want to build a community right here. So yeah, I don't want this to be just content, but also building a community. I really want to do that. I want to connect with you. I will be leaving a contact, an email under my description, so that you're able to also connect with me. She's back. She's back right here. This is Mama C. She's my guest for today. She's a Ghanaian, living in China. Mama C. I don't know if you know how to write this. Mama C. That that her channel name. That her name. That house. Mama C lifestyle. She said that's how. Okay. So that's your name. Okay. Mama C lifestyle. So that's her channel name. She posts raw and filtered content from China. You can go and check her out if you really want to understand, if you want to know how China is like. So, and I'm having her live today. I've never met her personally in real life, but she accepted this invitation, and I'm so humbled by that. So, there's something you've been talking about. Go on, Mama. C. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you've been talking about prices of things in China, how you get to access things firsthand from the factory to you. No middleman, kind of. No middleman. Take it. Yeah, I don't know if there's a middleman. Uh, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, true. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. Yes, that you get. Mm-hmm. True. Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's good to hear. Mm. But China is the world manufacturer. Is that so? How is it like with people speak of pollution when they hear about China? They speak of pollution. How would you say about that? How is the weather right now? Like, how is the weather in? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, true, true. Mm-hmm. World. Yes. Mm, yeah, sure, true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. True. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, a lot of activities going on there. Yeah. So I know right now it is. What time is it where you are? Like it could be late. Mm. It's 8, 11. Oh no, no. Like yeah. For me, I still have time. I still have time before I go to bed. So I should let you have your rest as well. Yeah. I should let you, but I'm so humbled by this. Ask her anything. She's just one question before she leaves. She is a Ghanaian living in China, and she joined my first live stream today. I will be coming live, yeah, once in a while, and I'm glad that she accepted this invitation, and humbled by this. I have to say that again and again. Thank you so much. I've never met her, uh, but she accepted to to come and join me right here. Um, yeah, she in the previous live stream we answered. She answered few questions that you can also check out. Yeah, so we don't repeat that here. We came back because there was a technical error that we had to end the live, and we've just come here to kind of conclude this live right here. So thank you so much, Mama C. Uh, what do you have to tell my audience? Should they go to China? Should they study? Would you tell them to start a business? Would you like that? The world I call that a land of opportunities. Anyway, you said I should not say that, but I would say it is. Should they go and check? Because I really want to do business. Like business is the way to go right now. Eh? Like yeah, yeah. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. You're welcome. Mhm. Mm. Humble by that. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. It is not forbidden for anyone to go. Okay. Mhm. Mm. Okay. Hmm. Wow. Yeah. True. True. Hmm. True. Yeah. But I said. Mhm.
I've lived here a decade and 1 year. Yeah, so um, yeah, I can say I'm very law abiding. Okay, yeah, and that is also one of the reasons why I'm able to live in China for this long. Okay? Yeah, so like I said, if you have good intentions, just come. Okay, China is for everyone. Just come. Forget about the news you are hearing out there, the negative news. Okay, every country has got its positives and negatives. And China, like I said, they are human beings like all of us. Okay, yeah. Just know how to live with them when you come. Okay, yeah. And that is it. Everyone should come. Yeah.
We want to make money. We want to make the world a better place. And one thing, one thing that I I know so many people believed so many negative things about China that I was also surprised by when I started researching on China. And I realized that I didn't know all those stuff. I only knew that China made life easy for me when I joined college in my country. And I come from a country where fashion is everything. You have to get your grips right, you have to move with the trend. And China will always find a way where people are buying, like, this way that society has a way to classify people. China will come with a plastic stuff looking exactly the same way, you know? And I will shine in that thing and feel on top. Even though you can't afford, but you will get your own looking exactly the same, and no one will know if it's not the right. It's not the same. That's the only thing I knew about. I was like, China makes everything. They can do everything and make life possible for everyone. That's the perception I had of China. That's why I'm also surprised by all these stuff that have spreaded about China. I'm like, okay. So I didn't know that it was, yeah, it was that bad. So yeah, I'm also learning a lot, and I'm hoping to travel too. Yeah, I'm hoping to travel. I hope I'll see you too. I should. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Before you went to China, other countries. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Wow. I see. Mm. Okay. 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 I see. Nice. Yeah. Okay. It's good. Like, there are things that I also see, like similarities in culture, that when I look at how China is compared to Africa, I feel like also some of the things that we value, they also do value them. So I feel like, yeah, if they're able to develop with the pace that they're developing with, and they're not dropping these values that makes us one, like, that makes us human beings looking after each other, then I'm like, this is a tick for me. Like, yeah, I don't know what you think about that. Because for me, culture means everything. People are the ones who make the world a better place. Your mindset transformed with mine. We come together, we make this world a better place. It's not the government that will come and fix everything for us, will tell you how to think, how to conduct yourself. They will enforce laws that will help, but if we don't also, like, work on ourselves, like change our mindset, things cannot change. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted you to say a few words to my audience, so that if they have just joined right now, how can they find you? Okay. Just few words
Okay.
as we
Yeah.
conclude this. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, my name is Mama T, and my channel name is Mama T Lifestyle. Yeah. So, on my channel, I do everything China. Yeah, because I've lived in China for quite some time. Yeah. So, yeah, I do everything China, interviews, showing people around China, and all that. Yeah. So, if you want to learn more about China, you can just head on to my channel. Yeah. My channel name is Mama T Lifestyle. So, please. Um, Subscribe to my channel, comment. Yeah, you can comment that you came from the live, yeah, to the channel. Yeah, thank you.
Uh, I'm so glad that you came, and I'm hoping that you've opened this to so many other people. It was easy conversing with you. I think, am I an easy person to talk to? I don't know. I slid in your comment section, and then I was expecting you to DM me. And then I'm so natural. I don't fake anything. My camera will drop, it will fall, it shows wires, and I'm okay. No need to fake. You know, yeah, it's life. We know that life is a process. Yeah. We hope that also our countries will be able to develop, because that's what we want to see. Yeah. We really want to see development happening, and we envy countries that are leading the way to that. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Let's end this live stream right here. Thank you so much, all of you who joined. This is my very first live stream. Uh, how is my sound like? Can hear some background noise. Yeah, so I'm glad. Mm, okay, I could hear some background noise, but it has stopped. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. It's my very first live stream. I did a live before, like before I started doing this content right here. And I'm glad that you've helped me build a community right here that I want even to build and take to another level. I don't want to stop at just creating content. I want to make real connections here on YouTube, because I know it's a family. It's a YouTube family, and you've shown me more love than I've ever seen. I've never expected that. I hope we connect more. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Mama C, for coming through. I appreciate. Sorry, I've indulged you. Like it's late, but you've kept. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I and I wish to see you more and more. Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's end this live stream right here. Thank you so much. It was amazing having you right here. I hope we've learned. If you have just joined right now, we had another live stream for more than 1 hour, almost 1 hour, 59 minutes. And she spoke of so many stuff that you can check out and learn. Yeah, and I hope that we'll get more and more people who can talk to us. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. I appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And goodbye.